All right. So are you ready to dive into the world of music studios in 2024?
Let's do it.
Think you know what a studio career is all about.
Well, a lot of people just think of like the rock star
Right.
or the producer,
Yeah.
hit maker.
But get ready for some surprises because we're going deep on an article called 7 Tips on How to Build a Successful Studio Career 2024.
Nice.
And let me tell you,
Yeah,
it's pretty eye-opening.
I bet.
You might be surprised to learn that a studio career isn't just about being a famous musician or producer.
Right.
It's a diverse world with a ton of opportunities for different skills and interests.
Yeah, the article really does a great job of busting that myth that it's just all about fame and fortune,
Right.
Overnight success and all that stuff.
Totally.
But it really highlights how important every role is in the studio.
So what are we talking about here?
Well, think about it, like who keeps the studio running smoothly?
Right.
Who makes sure the equipment is in tip-top shape?
Mm-hmm.
Who manages the artists and their creative personality?
That's a whole other skill set, I bet.
Right.
So let's say someone is totally hooked on the idea of a studio career.
Okay.
What's their first step?
Yeah.
Do they need to, pack their bags and head to LA or Nashville?
The article mentions that being in a major city can give you a head start,
Sure.
but it doesn't dismiss those who aren't in a music hub.
Right.
It really emphasizes that networking and building relationships are super important no matter where you are.
Okay.
So you could be in a small town,
Yeah.
but if you're connecting with musicians and going to shows and just immersing yourself in the scene, you're on the right track.
I love that.
Yeah.
But what about education? Do you
Okay.
need a fancy music degree to get your foot in the door?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
Formal music education isn't a hard requirement,
Okay.
but the article suggests it could be beneficial.
Okay.
It even mentions a music diploma as a solid starting point.
So it's not a make or break,
Mm-hmm.
but it could definitely give you an edge.
Right.
So what kind of advantages would a music diploma offer?
Well, for one, it provides a structured learning environment to develop your skills and your knowledge.
Yeah.
Think of it as like building a foundation in music theory,
Right.
composition,
Mm-hmm.
and the technical aspects of recording.
Even if you're a natural talent, there's always room to grow.
Exactly.
Okay.
And plus, a diploma program can expose you to industry standard software and equipment.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it gives you a head start in a professional studio.
I bet that also opens doors to internships and networking opportunities.
For sure.
That's great.
Yeah, a lot of programs have connections in the industry,
Yeah.
providing students with opportunities to get experience and build their networks.
Okay, so let's say you've got the passion,
Yeah.
maybe even some formal education under your belt.
Right.
What's next?
Now we're getting to the heart of it.
Okay.
You have to be willing to start from the bottom.
Okay.
And I mean really from the bottom. The article actually uses this great metaphor about learning how to make a really good cup of tea.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Making tea.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with a music studio career?
Well, it's all about showing humility and a willingness to do whatever it takes.
Okay.
Even if it's a small task
Right.
in a studio, that might mean running errands, assisting more experienced people,
Right.
maybe even making that perfect cup of tea for the team.
So it's not just about skills, it's about attitude.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's all about your work ethic.
Got it.
You know those studio soft skills?
Yeah.
They're just as important as your technical expertise.
Okay.
The article stresses how important it is to be humble, courteous, and a good listener.
Especially when you're starting out.
Right.
Yeah, it makes you think about those people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
The unsung heroes that
Exactly.
keep everything running.
They may not be in the spotlight, but they're the backbone.
Totally.
Their contributions are so valuable.
So we've talked about location education and that humble hustle.
Yeah.
What else does this article say is essential for a studio career in 2024?
Well, it emphasizes the importance of being a team player and seizing every opportunity that comes your way.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Right.
Tell me about this team player mentality.
Well, you're working closely with a lot of different people.
Right.
Artists, producers, engineers,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone has their own role to play.
Yeah.
Being able to listen well, communicate effectively,
Okay.
and just contribute positively to the team.
So good communication and strong people skills
Yes,
are just as important as knowing how to use the equipment.
absolutely. You're not just working with technology, you're working with people.
Right.
And they're often under pressure.
Yeah.
So being able to navigate those dynamics with
Yeah.
professionalism and grace can make all the difference.
What about seizing opportunities? What should someone be on the lookout for?
The article encourages aspiring professionals to be open to everything, even if it means working for free in the beginning,
right?
volunteering at studios, assisting on projects,
Yeah.
even helping friends with their music.
Okay.
It's all about getting experience and building your portfolio.
So getting your hands dirty.
Right.
Doing what it takes
Exactly.
to get experience and make those connections.
Yeah, early experiences can be just as valuable as paid work
That's great.
when it comes to building your skills and your reputation.
And I bet those early gigs really help you figure out where your passions are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you're good at and what you enjoy.
Okay, so we've covered location education,
Yep.
the humble hustle,
Yep.
being a team player, and seizing every opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot to take in.
It is.
What else does this article offer?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
You need more than just musical chops. You
Oh.
have to have technical prowess these days.
Break it down for me.
All right.
What kind of technical skills we're talking about?
It mentions equipment repair, website, building even social media management.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Equipment repair. Are we talking about soldering circuits?
Not necessarily that level,
Okay.
but understanding basic troubleshooting and maintenance is key.
Okay.
Think about it. You're in the middle of a session and a microphone starts acting up.
Yeah.
Being able to quickly fix that problem can save the day
Right.
and really impress everyone.
Okay. I get that. And what about building websites?
Well, having a strong online presence is crucial these days.
Yeah.
Studios need websites to showcase their work, attract clients, share information. And for freelancers,
Yeah.
having a professional website is essential for marketing,
Yeah.
building your brand.
So knowing how to build a website isn't just for the techies.
It's a must-have these days.
And social media management.
Absolutely.
That's a whole other thing.
Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
Right.
they're essential.
For promotion.
Yeah, for promoting music, connecting with fans.
It's like a whole marketing team.
Right. You need to be able to create engaging content, manage multiple platforms, understand algorithms.
So it's not just about musical talent. It's about being a jack of all trades.
Yeah, ready to tackle any challenge.
And the article doesn't stop there.
Nope.
It encourages people to diversify their paths.
Yes,
Are you saying there are studio careers outside of an actual studio?
absolutely.
Okay, tell me more.
The music industry is huge.
Right.
It's interconnected with other fields.
Okay.
The article mentions the gaming industry as one example.
Okay, so how does the gaming industry connect with studio work?
Well, think about it. Video games need soundtracks, sound effects, voiceovers.
That's
Who creates all of that?
Right.
It's sound designers, composers, audio engineers.
Working in studio-like environments.
Exactly.
So your skills could translate to a whole other industry.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
It's all about being open-minded and exploring different things.
I'm starting to realize that a studio career isn't just one path. It's a whole network of paths.
It is, and the key is to stay curious, keep learning,
Yeah.
and never be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone.
This has already been so insightful.
Good.
I'm eager to hear what else this article has to say.
I know there's a lot more.
But for now, I think we need a moment to process all this.
Agreed.
So what do you say we take a quick pause
Let's do it.
and come back for part 2?
Sounds good. All right, ready to jump back into the studio world?
Absolutely. I'm still buzzing from all the insights we uncovered in part 1.
Yeah.
Location education, those essential soft skills, and even how the gaming industry ties in.
Right.
What else does this article have in store for us?
Well, remember we talked about being a team player
Yeah.
and seizing opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes it a step further by highlighting the importance of observation.
Okay, break this down for me.
Right.
What does that look like in a studio?
It's not just about being present. It's about actively soaking up knowledge from those around you.
Okay.
You're surrounded by experienced professionals. Every session, every interaction is a learning opportunity.
So it's almost like an apprenticeship.
Exactly.
You're constantly learning by watching.
Yeah, absorbing the wisdom of the pros.
And you start to pick up on those little things
yeah, the nuances.
that separate the good from the great.
Exactly.
Like, give me an example.
Let's say you're watching a recording engineer.
Okay.
Notice how they communicate with the musicians,
Okay.
how they set up the microphones,
Mhm.
how they adjust the sound.
Okay.
You might pick up on a particular technique they use
Right.
or a way they create a certain vibe.
So it's not just the steps, it's the artistry,
Exactly.
the feel,
And as you observe and learn, you develop your own style.
your own approach.
Yeah, and that makes you a more valuable asset.
This makes me think back to those studio soft skills.
Uh-huh.
Observation plays a big part in developing those too, right?
Absolutely. The studio is a collaborative environment.
Right.
You got to be attuned to the people
Yeah.
by watching how the pros interact. You'll learn how to build rapport,
Okay.
how to communicate and navigate those tricky dynamics.
It's like learning the unspoken language of the studio.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm convinced observation is key.
Good.
But at some point, you got to get your hands dirty.
You got it.
That's where technical prowess comes in, right?
The article really emphasizes having solid technical skills.
What level are we talking about here?
Well, think about all the gear and technology in a studio.
Yeah.
Microphones, mixing consoles, computers, software. The list goes on and on.
That's a lot.
You need to understand how it all works together,
Okay.
individually and as a system.
Yeah.
Imagine you're in a session.
Okay.
And there's a buzz in the headphones.
Oh, no.
Or a microphone goes dead.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Being able to fix that quickly
Right.
can really save the day.
So not everyone's a tech whiz.
Right.
What about those of us who aren't naturally inclined?
There are so many resources available these days.
Okay, good.
Online tutorials,
Yeah.
workshops, even formal education programs.
Right.
They can give you the knowledge and confidence.
So you've mastered observation.
Okay.
You're building your technical chops.
Yeah.
What else?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
The article delves into what I call studio soft skills.
Ooh, studio soft skills.
Uh-huh.
Sounds intriguing.
A studio is a creative space,
Yeah.
often filled with strong personalities.
And big egos.
Yeah, and high expectations.
Right.
Studio soft skills are all about navigating those dynamics,
Okay.
creating a harmonious environment.
So it's about managing creative energies.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's say you're working with a demanding artist
Okay.
who's feeling stressed.
Yeah.
You need to be able to create a calm atmosphere,
Right.
be reassuring, supportive,
Right.
but also maintain a professional distance.